Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. This is Nayenda. It is not 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not 10 o'clock in the morning either, but we in the... I'm a lady. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I'm back, hopefully for a longer time than last time. Am I ashy? Ooh. So, we are going to be doing readings for the cardinal signs. I'm going to be starting with Aries. This is going to be for whatever fucking Aries placement you're looking for, okay? Even if it's not you and you're just trying to spy on, I shouldn't say that. I don't encourage spying, but I'd be a hypocrite to say that I don't be spying on niggas. So I'm not going to say nothing about it, baby. Mind your business, mind other people's business. Just don't mind my business, okay? Good. We're going to get right into it. I don't want this to take too long. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, to shoot me an email. I got to work on the website, and I'm not even going to do all that. I got too much going on. Okay, Aries? So what message do we have for Aries placements? I'm hearing you might be confused about something. There might be a confusion. I'm also hearing simpleton. Maybe somebody's a dumbass, and it's pissing you off, Aries. Dharma of Kali. Okay. It says, your most abundant successes manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Interesting. So I'm not sure if you saw the collective reading that I uploaded last night, but that might actually resonate with you, which would make me feel really happy. Check that one out because that one was talking about having outgrown a situation, a job, a social circle, or something. Especially, I was getting something about a creative project. But anyway. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Everything that is happening in your life is part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established, you are being led to it. So what I'm kind of getting is that there's some sort of success that's owed to you, Aries, or that you will gain, but it's going to come with you shifting in a different direction. So you might have been investing energy and attention into something that maybe has not proven to be fruitful in a while. Message for Aries, please. And you didn't want to let go of it because either it was a passion project, maybe you were passionate about it at first, or maybe you were expressing something that was near and dear to your heart, so you really wanted to defend it, but then, like, you ever, like, especially if you're in any sort of artistic field, like, where you're using something to, as a form of catharsis, like, let's say, for example, you're a musician like myself, and you're writing songs about something that happened to you, but then you kind of resolve whatever issue it is. And then now you don't feel like talking about it anymore. It's like, you're beating a dead horse. It's like, well, do I want to keep going on about this? Or even at that, it's like a project that maybe, if it's not that, a project that you've been working on for years. And it's just the people that you're working with aren't cooperating. We're not seeing eye to eye. I'm starting to get a new idea that I think would actually lead to something. And it's like you're kind of in an in-between spot. Even if it's like a dead-end job, it's like, okay, I've been here for a long time, but I don't get paid enough. What I'm worth is I'm not being valued for what I'm worth is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, especially if you're a musician. I keep getting that. It's like there's some sort of truth that you need to speak, Aries, that like may be different or may involve you having to separate from a group or separate from an environment that no longer serves you or that you no longer align with. But I'm getting that maybe you might lack faith in whatever this new pathway is. So it's like you might be trying to force something to work with whatever it is that you're doing. And this could be for years that I'm hearing. Like you could have been forcing it for years and it just never came to fruition. And you really got to learn, Aries, the difference between, okay, this is a mountain that is surmountable, as opposed to this is something that isn't going anywhere. If you have fixed placements, especially like Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, fixed placements especially struggle with change because it's like sometimes the sign for you, like if you're praying for a sign, like how do I make this work? Sometimes the sign is that it's not going to work, baby. The sign is that it's not going to work. It's not for you. You know what I mean? And it's like you might have thought it was for you, or once upon a time you felt like this was aligned with you, but this isn't the move anymore. And you would do better off in a different location. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing all paths lead home, so I'm kind of feeling like you're guaranteed success in anything other than this, Aries. You just got to make that pivot where it's necessary, okay? We're going to dig into the tarot now and see what we have. So what do we have for Aries? What message do we have for Aries placement? You could be dealing with a Taurus or a contract, a deal of some sort. Yeah, I'm hearing that this is important to you. So I'm not sure if this is like a financial opportunity with the Hierophant. This could even be school, like maybe you want to change majors. That could also be what it is. It's giving like there's something that you've been trying to manifest for a while now, maybe even investing your money in. And if it's not something financial, it's like, because there's heartbreak here, this could even be like a connection, Aries, where it's like you were, clarity on the message for Aries placements. It's giving denial though, Aries, I'm not gonna lie to you, where it's like you didn't want to have to give up on something, or you wanted to believe that like if you shifted in a different direction it could work out. I keep hearing denial. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio, or you could have those placements in your chart. Clarity in the Seven of Wands. Yeah, whatever it was, you were trying to defend something, but maybe what you were defending was something that was time to walk away from. This could even be like you feel like you deserve justice in something. This could be like a court case just not working out, Aries, where it's like, I saw 555 on the timer when I said that. This could even be like a court case or a legal case that like you just need to let go of, okay? Because it's not going to go in your favor. It's like you're kind of seeing over and over and over again that the more you push for something, because you genuinely feel like it's your right, right? And it's not saying that that's not your right, Aries, but there could be forces bigger than you behind the scenes that it's like you might lose more than you gain from trying to force whatever it is to work, okay? So it's like if you're trying to force a contract or a deal of some sort, and you're trying really, really hard to get your way with it, you're not going to get your way with it because maybe whatever deal it is that you want is really predatory, you know? Like, especially if you're an artist. Like, you ever hear those horror stories with, like, record labels and deals and shit like that? It's like, you might be like, oh, I really want to get signed. I really want to get signed. I really want to get signed. And you're trying really, really hard. And if you're somebody that prays a lot, I'm not saying it's about music, but that's the world mentality that I'm in right now. You're trying to get signed. You're trying to get signed. You're trying to get signed. And it's like, it never fucking works out, but then you gain success in other areas. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, but the success that I want is right here. And it's like, well, maybe let's take a step back because you're really committed to this being one of your solutions. But there are so many other solutions that are open to you that you're not seeing because you're not allowing yourself to move out of that place because you think that this is the right thing for you. But if you've been praying about something, Aries, and this thing is not working, sometimes what it is that you're praying for is not what's best for you. And sometimes your ancestors are trying to guide you away from something, and the emotional attachment you have to something, someone, someplace is what's keeping you stagnant. Watch the collective reading if this message does resonate with you, okay? But that's what I'm kind of getting, is that there's going to be some sort of shutdown, or something's not going to go in your favor, Aries, but it's going to be for you to move in a different direction. So if this does resonate and whatever it is that you're trying to do ends up falling apart at the seams, remember what I'm telling you is that there's something better for you out there. And don't waste any more time, years, energy trying to force this to work, okay? Final messages for Aries placements, please. The Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, this could even be like a codependent relationship, maybe with a Capricorn. You could be obsessing over an ex, Aries, or an ex could be obsessing over you. Yeah, for some of you, if this is a connection, like maybe you saw a happily ever after with this person might be rejecting you, and that might be what's really hurtful. It's like maybe you saw yourself going the long, ¿cómo se dice eso? You saw yourself going the long run with somebody, and or it just didn't work out. And it's like maybe you're obsessing with trying to make this work, trying to get in contact with this person, trying to get their attention, but the relationship might be over, Aries. Yeah, like secretly, you might be secretly obsessing over somebody, or somebody's secretly obsessing over you. It's because somebody wants a reunion with somebody, but I don't see that working out. Yeah, or like a chance at forgiveness. This connection was toxic, Aries. So whatever it is that you're trying to reinitiate, it's not working because whatever this situation or this connection was toxic. So no, you don't want to, this isn't going to work because it's not for you, okay, Aries? So I'm hoping I'm not hurting somebody's feelings, but I definitely can only relay the message that I get. However, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me for more information, please do. Shoot an email at the email in the bio. We could discuss rates, but I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you next time. Ciao.